Hello. This video is intended as an exercise in imagination. An exercise in imagination not just for you, the viewer, but for me, the presenter. So I'd like you to sit back, calm yourself, and imagine the following. The year is 1788, and you are a sailor. You're out on the bowsprit of an old sailing brig called HMS Supply. And the Supply is coming through the Sydney Heads, sailing very slowly to a northeasterly breeze. It comes through the heads slowly. You are the sailor out on the bowsprit, on the chains, and you have a heaving line over your shoulder. At one end of that heaving line is a lead block, and the captain, Lieutenant King, is relying on you to tell him how deep the water is below the ship's keel. You swing the lead line. The lead block drops into the deep, and as the line slips through your fingers, coming eventually to its end around your shoulders, you say, "By the deep, no reading, sir. By the deep, no reading." And that's relayed up. By the deep, no reading, sir. And the ship continues to move into the harbour. You glance to the right, you glance to starboard. There's a little bay in there, but it's a dead end. You look ahead, that seems to be a dead end too. But off to the left, the water seems to go on forever. And just at that moment, you can hear the orders being yelled. "Stand by to come about." And the ship, there's a clatter of rigging as the sails' directions change, and the ship slowly, gently heels to port, and the ship moves up the harbour. All you can hear is the gurgle of the water as it passes by the ship's side, the occasional splash as it dips to the waves. But these are easing now because you're in a sheltered spot. On either side, there seems to be dense vegetation of a type you've never seen before. Tall trees almost right down to the water's edge, with a little beach here and there. You sail on, but the thing that gets you most, other than the creaking of the timbers of the ship and the rigging and the noise of the water lapping past the ship as it slowly moves forward, is the eerie silence. It's midsummer. It's a hot day. You're glad that you're so close to the water in this spot. The ship sails on. And then the harbour seems to branch off to the right. Stand by, and the ship turns to the right. All of the time you're swinging the lead line. By the deep. 20 fathoms, sir, below the keel. It's the fullest extent of the line. And then no bottom reading again. And on the ship goes. Eventually, on the left-hand side, a trickle of water, barely more than a stream, is tumbling across a shallow beach and into the salt water of the harbour. And this, you know, is where you hear the order. "Furl top gallants and mains, let go the anchor." Splash! Into the water goes the anchor, the chain running out, and the Supply gradually comes to a halt. And you as a sailor, have had the privilege of entering Sydney Harbour on a ship for the first time.